Hi, my name's Jackie Duong, and I am a program manager on the Microsoft project team. Today, I'm here to talk about the new Microsoft project and how it's built for teams. So, who here has been to a project session this week? Great, okay, awesome. Anyone visit our booth? Maybe some either? Great, okay. So, we have a mix of some of different people here, but we just launched the new Microsoft project about a week ago. So I'm really excited to just hop into a demo and show you all about the new Microsoft project and how it's built for teams. So first off, to get to project, you can go to project.microsoft.com or just visit us through this little waffle and look for the project app. This is our home page where we can find all of our projects and roadmaps and also start creating our projects and roadmaps. So it's really easy just to get started. We click this big green button that says New Blank Project. We click on that, and we get a new blank project. And we can just get right into building this project. You'll see that I can just rename this really quickly. We're going to be building a campaign, an email campaign launch for transit riders today. So I'm just going to title this. And you can see that I just have like a few fields, and I can just immediately get started with adding tasks. So we're just going to do just that. So I can just type directly in line to build out all of my tasks. All right. So here, all we have is a list of tasks. We want to do a little bit more than that. So I can select some of the tasks and start building out a hierarchy and a grid view. So some of these tasks are actually a part of developing a campaign. So I can select the tasks and in line, indent them in. And here I'm going to be starting to create my project, my grid, and that schedule. So that was super easy. And now that we've created some of our tasks, we want to assign them out to different people. So I'll be in charge of doing this first task, and I assign it to myself. Now, the second task, I know one of my coworkers, Jasmine, will need to work on this. So I can just start typing, and I'll search my entire organization for Jasmine. So it's so easy just to find the right people to assign them to tasks and just get started with that. So I'm going to click on Jasmine. But as I do that, I connect my project to Office 365 groups. So here, I can either create a new group or connect it to a group that I already use. So who's familiar with O365 groups here? Yeah, teams? Great. So my team, my marketing team, we already work in a group. So I'm just going to assign it to that group. We're the marketing campaign team, so I'm just going to select that, and I'll add this project to that group. So with that, our project exists in this group that also has my Teams channels, my documents, and all of these assets that come with O365 groups. So now I can see up here that all my team members are already in this project. They can now see this project because they are part of that marketing campaign team. So now as I keep assigning out my tasks, I can directly assign people that were in my team, and that's super simple. Or let's say Frank, who sometimes works with us, he needs to do one of these projects or these tasks. So I can actually just search for him, and I can see that I can also add him to a task if I wanted to, which also adds him to my group. So you can also see that right now we only have a few columns and information on the tasks. We have the name, the assigned to, and the duration. But over here, I can add more based on what I want to see. So as a project manager, I really care about our finish date and our % complete. And this is what you want to see. Everybody works a little bit differently, so you can customize your grid view to have the information that you need. So now let's just put some estimates in to see how long these tasks might take. So I'm just going to start typing in 6 days, a few more. And as I do this, you can see that my finish dates are getting added in. And I have a big launch coming up at the end of this, and that's a milestone, which won't take any time, but we'll have a big party for it. So I'm going to add that as 0 days. So I'm going to now each of these tasks has a lot more information in it, but we are only seeing some of the information here. So I can actually just open up the details pane with this little I button, and we have all the information of this task in one place. And I can edit it here or in line. I can also add a note to Jasmine. So when she creates this email storyboard, I want her to have some additional information to help her complete this task. So I'm going to tell her to not forget to ask the design team for help, just in case she does forget and tries to do this all by herself. And I can actually add some rich text and an emoji just to make her feel really good about accomplishing this task when she gets there. All right, so something else you might have noticed was when I added the durations in, all the dates are kind of the same because we haven't started scheduling these tasks yet. But we can't just start working on all these tasks right away. There's a lot of dependencies that happen. So we can immediately add dependencies from this view, either in the grid or in this details pane that I've opened up. So to create the email storyboard, she kind of has to know who her audience is. So I'm going to click Add Dependency, and I can see some suggested tasks here. So it's suggesting that I probably need to target the audience first. So I can click on that, and now I have a dependency created. And you can also see as I did that, the finish date gets moved out because the new project is backed by the lovely project scheduling engine that we all know and love. So I can keep building out my schedule by adding in more and more dependencies. And I can do this with my suggested tasks, or I can start typing to find the right dependent tasks, or I can just search by the ID. So I'll do that. So as I'm building out this project, it might be difficult to visualize my dependencies. So if I want to draw and build dependencies in a different type of view, we can switch over to our timeline, which is up here. So now I'm bumping over to my timeline view, and I can see the dependencies that I drew in the previous view. So I have my task list here with those tasks that I created from before and some of the timeline items. So I can continue to build out my dependencies here so I can get my project schedule looking good. And I can also drag and drop these tasks to schedule them in the right dates. I can also move things around and really just build my schedule here. So as you can see, project is highly interactive, and we can build out the schedule in whichever view is most comfortable for you. So in the past few years, we've had a ton of requests on a different view. I don't know, can anyone guess what our last view might be? It's also written on the top of the page. We integrated boards into the new project. So if I flip over here to our board view, I can see all my tasks in a nice Kanban-style board. Right now, I'm grouped by progress, and since we just built this project, we haven't gotten anything done yet, which is why, well, we probably should soon, but that's why everything's in the not started column. I can also group by other views, such as the finish date and the bucket. So buckets is a way to categorize this information and visually categorize these tasks. So I can create essentially categories called buckets to organize this data. So and this is all dependent on how you want to build and organize your project. So for this email campaign, I'm going to add buckets based on what stage the tasks are in. So I'm going to create a prep one, add some emojis in. I'm going to add a bucket for the pilot. We can actually add a pilot emoji. And I'll add a bucket for the analysis and evaluation. So now I've had my buckets, I can just drag and drop all the tasks into the right buckets based on where I think they live. So we'll just move those in. And I can also access that details view that I talked about earlier to get more information about the task. So here's that create email storyboard task. Now we have a dialog with all the extra details that you might not see on the board. So here I can also see what bucket I'm in and change that. I can see that note that I created earlier, and I can interact with the task here or in the board view. So now we've started to create our project, we have to actually get going on it and do the work. So my team, my marketing campaign team, we live in Teams, and that's where we communicate, where we work. That's where we post all of our GIFs and chat with each other. So over time, as we start building this project and actually working on it, we can also see the project and the same project and work with it within Teams. So over here, I can switch to my one of my tabs, which actually has the project in it. And this project is also a little bit finished. You know, it's been going, and you can see I also filled out the rest of the project. So now we're working in Teams, and we can just flip over to see the project or chat. So I can also visually see a lot of indicators on each task. You can see how things are progressing. We can see that we have a late task and one that's about to be late. So I can ping Brittany and see how the task's going. Because we want to work together to build this whole this project. And if she's about to be late, we might be in trouble. So now Brittany responds to us saying, hey, she finished it last week, forgot to mark the task. That's fine. That happens all the time. So I'm just going to go over here and check that off for her. You didn't? Oh, there it is. You got a nice little ding with it. So now we can work together to complete this task. But speaking of working together, you've only seen me work in one view right now. So what happens when multiple people on my team are working on the project together? Who has faced some issues with check-in, check-out, with project, publish? Anyone? Have you lost any data? I'm really sorry. So with the new project, we wanted to make sure that everybody could collaborate, and that was a really big focus when building this. So I'm just going to open up 2 views of this project. So here it is in the web. And let's just see if I can minimize this a little bit. So now we see both sets of data of the project. So if I'm in one view, let's see how to get all this in here. If I'm in the Teams channel and I complete this one task, if someone's working in the web, they'll also see that complete happen. So if I'm working here, and let's see, what else do we have? This task gets extended to 10 days. We'll immediately see that change, and all the dependencies change as well. So now we have this awesome co-authoring experience where multiple people can work at the same time in the same project. So that's really exciting for us and for teams to work together. And also, if I make a mistake, I can always Control-Z and undo that, and you can see it gets updated in my actual view and whoever else is looking at that project. All right, so now that we're working on this project, we also are running many other marketing campaigns at the same time. So now we have lots of projects that all are aligning to the same goals of marketing our team. We want to see these all in one place. So who here has heard of Roadmap? Project Roadmap? Okay, we got a few. So Roadmap is a way to see multiple projects against each other. So I'm going to flip over to a roadmap that's partially complete. We can see that we have a bunch of different projects that my team's been working on listed. And we can see all of the major tasks that each campaign is running to see how they go up against each other. Because we don't want too many campaigns running at the same time. Our customers might get confused if there's a lot of really big ads, and we want to split those out and make sure that we're all working together. So here, each of these rows or swim lanes represents a different project. So I started creating one at the top for the project we just made. With the new project, it integrates really nicely with roadmap, and it makes it really easy for us to bring in the most important tasks to display in our roadmap, because the roadmap is where we want to aggregate all of those really important deliverables so that we can share it out with the rest of our team or our leadership or whoever really cares about the roadmap. So here, I can click Add, and I will get a nice view where I can add the most important tasks. And instead of searching through or filtering through, I actually just care about the summary tasks and the milestones being shown. So I can click that pretty quickly and add them straight into my roadmap. So there we go. We have that top row of those really big deliverables in our email campaign that we can now see against our other campaigns that are happening. I can also mark the status of these, and we can track them over time. And as these get updated in projects, they also update here. So we can be bringing in new projects, Project Online projects, and Azure DevOps projects, because we know that teams work in different ways, and sometimes not everybody is on the same system as you. So next up, something else I want to show you is your team has a lot of data or a lot of projects, and all of the projects might get a little confusing in terms of who's doing what, and is somebody working in too many places. So we also, with the launch of the new project, we have also shared out a reporting template, a Power BI template. So you can download these templates today, and it is a really nice aggregation of all of your projects in the new Microsoft project. So here's just like a high-level dashboard, portfolio dashboard view of all your projects. We can get some nice metadata from the top and filter down if I need to. I can also, there's about 9, I won't go through all of them, but another nice view is understanding how my resources are assigned across all the projects, since people might be working on different projects, and we don't want to overload them in one project if they're already really busy in another. So here's just another report view. So this is something that you can also download with the new project. Alrighty, so going to flip back. So different people work in different ways, and we want to enable all of them to be as successful as they can. So we want them to work in what view is most comfortable for them. So we have those 3 really great views: the grid view, the board view, and the timeline view. And we also let them work where they work best. So maybe you really like the web browser and you work there. Maybe you really like Teams. We want you to work. We don't want you to have to think about all that, so you can actually focus on the work that you need to do. So project is also highly collaborative. So with the new project, teams work the way they want so that executives way above can get the results they need. And that's really our work management vision that we focused on while building the new project. So with that, I will say that we have one more project session if you want to learn more. That is tomorrow. And I think this is the last day of the booth, so if you can catch me after or catch us at the booth, get the last few minutes with us if you'd like. And as always, if you'd like to give any feedback, we actively look at our user voice, which is microsoftproject.uservoice.com. I promise we read it. It's mostly me reading it, so just give me a shout out if you're going to post something. And speaking of feedback, if you have any feedback for me, please evaluate this session so I can continue talking about project and learning from that. And yeah, so hope you enjoy this session. Thank you so much for coming, and enjoy the Universal celebration tonight.